Hello and welcome to TV Guide's special cover story, Friends and Frasier. I'm Katie Wagner. Two of our favorite shows are coming to an end. Through the years, these shows have had more than 24 TV Guide covers between them. Stay with us. Over the next hour, we'll take you back through the years and tell you the stories behind the covers. We'll go on set and catch up with the cast and creators of both shows as they prepare to say goodbye.
We knew there was something special about it, but we didn't ever in our wildest dreams think any of this would be happening.
Find out how Friends scored that catchy theme song.
So no one told you life was gonna be this way.
TV Guide's Leslie Ann Machado takes you on an exclusive tour of the Friends set. And we've got your Friends casting secrets.
Originally, we brought in Courtney for Rachel. They wanted me to come in for Monica.
Plus, so much more. Welcome back to our one-hour TV Guide special cover story, Friends and Frasier. Well, it's the day we hoped would never come. After 10 amazing years, America's favorite Friends are calling it quits. We sat down for a chat with Marta Kauffman and David Crane, the co-creators of the show that transformed 6 fresh faces into some of today's biggest stars and captured our hearts along the way.
TV Guide's one of those things where you go, TV Guide, everybody gets that.
Yeah, to be on the cover of TV Guide.
That was pretty cool.
Was pretty cool.
This process has been like raising children, where they started, and, you know, I think LeBlanc told me he had $11 to his name. They've gone from being young and certainly single to growing up and becoming responsible adults and having children and getting married and doing all the things that grown-ups do. And there is a little bit of sitting back as a parent would and going, oh.
When we pitched the show to NBC, we didn't mention Ross and Rachel. We didn't know about it. And then we started writing, and then we went, wait a minute, this is really cool. And
then we saw them do it, and it just took your breath away.
The moment at the end of the pilot where he actually says, can I maybe ask you out sometime? They were so wonderful in that moment, and that's when I think we knew, oh, this is something really great. And part of the joy of doing the show is there are these actors who you've always watched and admired and idolized, and suddenly you're working with Susan Sarandon and Sean Penn and Bruce Willis and Julia Roberts.
Julie Andrews.
Oh, God. I tried to get Julie Andrews on this show. If she's watching this, I tried. I tried every year. That was my Everest, and it never happened. Virtually everything relating to Rachel's pregnancy, the scene where she finds out that she's pregnant, and when she has to tell Ross. And then when they have the baby.
I love all the birth episodes. I have to say, of all the difficult things that all the people went through, I am most proud of him for accomplishing what he's accomplished personally, and he's an extraordinary human being, and he's faced his demons and continues to do so, and has just grown up wonderfully. When we talked about Monica and Chandler buying a house outside of the city, that was a very vivid image of moving on, and it really helped us visualize what the end means.
Some shows, when they do their finale, it's a real high concept thing. They're away from their world. They're in the future. For us, it was very important that it really feel like the show that people have loved for the last 10 years. And I think we've managed to do that.
Up next, it's the song that had everyone clapping. Welcome back to our one-hour TV Guide special cover story, Friends and Frasier. When it came time to select a theme song for their new sitcom, the creators of Friends struck gold with LA-based popsters, the Rembrandts.
Kevin Bright, the part of the production team for the show Friends, was a fan of the Rembrandts, and he contacted our manager asking if we would, like to be involved in performing and writing the theme song for the show. They sent us over a video of it, and we actually thought it was pretty good. So, we just basically went into the studio like the following Saturday, cut it in one day, mixed it the next day, and then it aired the following week.
1, 2, 3, 4. So no one told you life was gonna be this way. Your job's a joke, you broke, your love life's DOA.
I guess the story goes there was a DJ in Nashville that was getting like tons of phone calls for who, we want to hear that song. So he got the smart idea that, well, it's only 42 seconds long, so I'll take it and loop the end of it to the front of it. And they did a clever edit, and it became, like, within a week, the most requested song on the station. Then all the sister stations started picking up. Then it spread like a wildfire. And before we knew it, it was like top 10 requested in the nation, and there wasn't even a full version. And I guess the rest is history.
Because you're there for me too.
Okay, still to come, Leslie Ann Machado drops by the set of Friends. Stay with us. By now, it's no secret that Friends wrapped up production last month. The sets have since been broken down, and Stage 24 is already gearing up for the spin-off Joey. But while everything was still intact, our own Leslie Ann Machado was lucky enough to take a behind-the-scenes tour of a couple apartments we'll never forget.
So we're in Rachel and Joey's apartment. Rachel's room, which is very small. Actually, this whole apartment is a lot smaller than it looks on TV. The infamous couch, Hugsy the penguin, Joey's famous recliner that used to be black, now it's blue. This never happens on a television set. An actual working refrigerator. Let's see what a bachelor has in his fridge. Okay, food that belongs to the crew in reality. The infamous Etch-a-Sketch, which the original broke, and the actual crew had to hustle and find a new one, the same exact one, on eBay. And if you were wondering who actually does these designs, well, the crew members. Let's see Joey's mail. No apartment would be complete without a TV guide. Come on. Ta-da! The infamous hallway. Now, I don't know if you guys noticed, but the actual numbers on the doors have changed. It used to be 4 and 5, but the building on television is perceived to be so big that they thought 4 and 5 didn't make sense, so they changed it to 19 and 20. Let's go. Monica and Chandler's apartment. Come in, please. This was always one of the cutest details, at least to me, it's a girl thing. But it used to be a mirror, and one of the crew members broke it. Naughty crew member. And now, it just remained a frame over a peephole. You'd be surprised to know that all the food in Monica's pantry is actually real food. Now, the actual food changes from week to week, but it never changes placement because Monica would never go for such a thing. Her coffee pot, they go through 32 pots of coffee here a week and 100 cases of water. So all 3 apartments are actually on Stage 24, which is the oldest stage on the Warner Brothers lot. It's said to be haunted. That's how old it is, and strange things do happen at night. Finally, where it all started, Central Perk. Now, the coffee machine you guys see, it's actually 2 coffee machines, one right on top of the other. And if you know how to work this thing, it could actually get you a job. James Michael Tyler, who's Gunther, well, he used to be one of the extras here, and he got the job because he was the only one that knew how to work the thing. Lucky, huh? Now, the artwork is actually original artwork that changes every 3 weeks. I think that's nice. Give new and budding artists a chance. These are all real flowers, fresh always. And, well, we're going to miss this set, huh?
Coming up, what's everyone going to do with their Thursday nights? Celeb sound off on the end of an era. Plus, find out who was originally going to play Monica after this. Welcome back to our one-hour TV Guide special cover story, Friends and Frasier. Did you see the one with the prom video? What about the one where Ross and Rachel take a break? The one where Joey moves out? Of course, these are all classic Friends moments now. But 10 years ago, nobody knew how big things would be.
I think what was on our minds was the audience, the sitcom audience, going to accept a cast of 20-somethings?
When I read the script, there was a role of Chandler that was me. I mean, what can I say? It was exactly like me. We both saw the world in the same kind of way. I knew at the time if I just got in to read for the show, I'd get the part. And as soon as I got the audition, I knew my life was going to change.
Monica's a really clean person, and I'm not saying I'm not clean because that's kind of gross to say I'm not clean, because I am. But she's obsessed with being clean, and like, so she takes me and then you times me by like 1,000, and that's what she would be like.
They wanted me to come in for Monica, and but I liked Rachel. They didn't tell me anything. I just read the script, and it was brilliant. You know, laughed, like I had never laughed ever reading anything.
I auditioned, I think, like 8 times. I would keep coming back and keep coming back, and the last one I read with Courtney and Jennifer, who were both cast already. We decided, well, let's treat these 3 girls like sisters and try to sleep with every other girl in the world, unless one of them was up for it.
If you're already experiencing Friends withdrawals, fear not. Matt LeBlanc's new show, Joey, debuts on NBC later this year. Now what's everyone going to do with their Thursday nights? Hollywood is sounding off on the end of Friends.
It's, you know, it's just legendary. It's changed the face of television.
These guys are geniuses. I think it's an extraordinary achievement.
I think it really raised a level of quality in terms of sitcom.
I love that show, and it was a really fun deal.
I could tune in and have a good laugh every Thursday night.
And you watch them grow, and you've grown up with them.
You know these characters.
Like you know them.
They're your friends, period.
Well, I am definitely a sucker for the Ross and Rachel romance.
I just hope that Ross and Rachel end up together.
My best memory of Friends, Ross, Rachel, and Chandler trying to get Ross's new couch up to his new apartment, and him going, pivot, pivot.
Yeah, I'm terrified that it's coming to an end, because it's the only television show I watch.
Thank God for syndication and reruns.
I'm not going to know what to do with my Thursday nights anymore. I'll miss you.
Thanks for joining us over the past hour for TV Guide's special cover story, Friends and Frasier. It's now 58 minutes past the hour. Time for What's Next. I'm Katie Wagner. Take care.